Hey, what's up, everybody? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. And remember in Proverbs, it says, for men not to give our strength to women, to those which destroy kings. All right. Give not your strength unto a woman, to that which destroy kings. Right. And there is a lot of wisdom in that, especially when these dudes start hitting it in the NBA. Now, I was going to leave this alone, but I start seeing a cover up of sorts here when there was a so-called response to what was going on with Andrew Wiggins by his girlfriend. Okay, I say wife. And the reason why I say wife is because they're living in the same house. They're obviously bone chicken wow wow in it, and he is paying the bills, right? So according to Warriors teammate, Wiggins is dealing with some real SH. Okay, now this is a shout out to the Warriors organization. All right, straight up a shout out to the Warriors organization. This thing has implications such that the Warriors organization and the entire team of Andrew Wiggins are all on one accord in supporting him in whatever in the hell is going on. Okay? And so let's look at some logic to the rumor that's come out, the habits of the modern, everyday, Americanized woman, and the fact that people will cover up any heinous thing that a woman does to a man in the media. So you can't trust any sports announcers. Let me put it this way. The rumor mill has been more accurate, and not by a little bit, way more accurate than the media, than any of the reporters in much of the media. All right, so I'm gonna let that sink in, and y'all know this is true. Everything that the so-called researchers and the truthers said that was up, even though these people put up fact checkers, the fact checkers turned out to be liars. All right, so the fact checkers and all the rest of the media are only for the weak-minded people that'll listen to any BS just to feel comfortable that come out of their lying mouths, right? Now, that's not to say that this rumor is also true too. So before we get into it, let me greet everybody. Goudag, Havorten Hardu, Ola, Oi to the Bay, Bonjour, mes amis, Kedabawani. Let's see. I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Vigues, para, excuse me. Ooh, Lord, them languages are just slipping out. I was almost about to speak Portuguese or Brazil to y'all, or Portuguese or Spanish to y'all. But anyway, so let's see. Oluguda, tudo bem, Vasas los, Bonjour, mes amis, Kedabawani konnichiwa, ni hao ni ama, sani bonani, jambo habargani, assalamu alaikum, shalom, kamustaka, kumustapokayo, talapa lapa soy fua to my brother out there in Hawaii, right? Too many languages in my head, too many languages. All right, so with that said, of course, let me remind you to get the thumbs up. Don't forget my donation links and my cash, my PayPal, me and my Cash App is in the description box. Anything you donate will help in what we do for the community. All right. And remember, you always take care of yourself and family first. All right. So now let's get into this and break this down. Here is the quote. This is the quote minus whatever the expletive is. Expletive is, right? But we know that the expletive is probably the SH word, right? So Warriors player, This is from a Warriors player, right? Anonymously. What Andrew Wiggins is dealing with is some real SH. All right. And I think what they are saying is he's saying it's some real messed up SH. So basically, now at this time, we're going to go through the article, but I want y'all to then understand the reply from the wife. They're saying girlfriend, but they're cohabitating in the house, quasi having had children together, and this man is taking care of this woman, so he's taking on the job of a husband, right? And if she leaves and takes the children, he still has to pay like it was a divorce. Fortunately, he gets out of some of the things, right? But here we go. This is what's going on. All right. This is a Thompson that reported this, right? And this is the quote. What Wiggins is dealing with, one player said, is some real SH, I'm guessing. All right. His teammates, his coaches, and his boss understand what is happening and are honoring his wishes. If we're fine with it, one player said, and the people who play with him understand, so then everyone else, right? That's in the article. The problem is people don't understand because we don't know. And for men, this in particular, this might be an important thing given how scandalous women are, especially when brothers make it big. All right. And so the article via the Athletic, Marcus Thompson, Andrew Wiggins has the Warriors on his side, and that says a lot. That not only says a lot about the Warriors organization, but to the point where everybody understands exactly that this is some real SH that he's going through. This is an indication that this isn't an illness in the family. It's because other people have had that. This is an out of an ordinary occurrence where a person just don't have they're dealing with it in a way where he don't have the time to play basketball. This would indicate it's a legal thing, and there's a lot of things entangled up other than somebody being sick. All right. So it's noticeable Wiggins is not there laughing with Jordan Poole talking across the room, diameter to Jermichael Green. Wiggins' smile is usually a symbol that things are well. But it's been gone for a while, and they know why. Inside that locker room, understand this. So you got a bunch of men inside the locker room. Many of them have been scammed by these females. I want to let that be known. He has their grace, and that says a lot. Not only does that say a lot about the locker room, but it's also may be an indication as to what's going on with the situation. Okay? And he said, and then you got the quote, what he's dealing with, one player said, is some real SH. This is not an illness. All right. And then you can read the rest of it because they really go into the thing, right? So now let's get into something else. Here is the rumor. The rumor is that Wiggins' friend had been in a relationship with his wife, but for people that's in the modern time, girlfriend, while Wiggins have been playing. And the children or child or a child that he has is that he's been taking care of is really the child or children of she and the alleged guy, Wiggins' so-called best friend, and not Wiggins. Let that sink in. Now, keep in mind that we was talking about the paternity thing and how women will lie and carry it to the grave. And only in recent times, because of DNA, have men been able to find out the real truth. Okay? And so these women have been lying for years. All right? They've been lying for years. And in all that is going on, the only reply from her is not, no, that's not what happened. It is it's implied that she wanted implied without saying anything. Oh, the internet is a really sick place. The internet has been shown to be the better detectives and been shown to be the people that's more about truth than any of the media, than these clutch points, than much of the people. In that locker room, they know exactly what's going on. The coaches know exactly what's going on. And the owners know. And if it's this bad, to cause somebody to miss, and it's not an illness with him, so we know it's not an injury. All right. We can now say that it's not an incident where somebody's in the hospital, right? Because they would have been like, somebody's in the hospital, we're going to keep that private, and he's dealing with that family matter. No, has to be, I'm leaning towards the rumor more than anything any of the lying media have ever said, simply because with him being out, this is an indication that there's a lot of legal stuff taking place that has to be settled. With this being so tight-lipped, that also indicates a legal matter. All right? And so, and the reporter admits that Johnson did not address the rumors directly, perhaps so as not to add fuel to the fire. However, she blatantly denied the cheating allegations. All right. And so, yeah, all the women cheating denied the cheating allegations. On these divorce courts, on these paternity courts, understand this, on Maury. All right. So, what females say in the U.S. have no weight whatsoever. None whatsoever. Especially with the current feminist culture that they want you to believe females summarily, and a lot of these women lied and took men's jobs and took men's money. And even when it was found out that children weren't the guys, the dudes still had to pay child support. One lied on a guy who was in jail at the time she lied on him, and when he come out, and by the time he was hit with child support papers for a child he didn't have, DNA say he didn't have, the courts themselves, understanding that this woman lied, still went after this man for not wanting to pay for children that wasn't him. It was a black female judge. Y'all know the video. All right. So there's no way in hell I'm going to believe anything any woman have to say in these matters until that's flushed out. And right now, I give more weight to the rumor mill than I do the reporters. I give more weight to his teammates. But his teammates are saying tight-lipped. So the organization, if they came out and said stuff, then I would take the organization's word for it. If Andrew Wiggins came out and said this is what it is, then I would take his word for it. But not this female. And I think it's kind of mysterious that Wiggins himself didn't come out and directly say, no, this is not the case. All right. So many a times you have men taking care of a house, right? Supporting a woman, giving them the best, right? That's what they say they want. And these women don't give a damn. Because at the end of the day, say he did go get legal papers for marriage, the license. If he would have got the license, she would have walked away with half the house and the children still, and he would have been paying through the roof. All right. And this is the only, understand this, if this is true, the only thing that's saving Wiggins from not losing half of everything he worked to make, all right, because he didn't get that license. Understand this, brother, passports, not marriage license. Get your passport, not a marriage license. The only thing, brothers, hear me now, the only thing that is saving this dude right now is the fact that he is not legally, in God's eye, that's his way. But legally, in man's eyes, it is not. Because if he had that license, no matter what, they would consider them children his by marriage. Meaning that a woman, if you get a license, she gets to go lay up with any dude, have a bunch of children from a bunch of men, and a store, because you was dumb enough. We're telling you, because you were dumb enough, we're exposing this because you were dumb enough to not listen and go get a license anyway. All right, because you believe all women. All right, she would be able to keep the house, keep the children, go to the dude that's the real father, and he would have to pay child support and alimony to her, so long as they didn't get married. Let that sink in. And that's another reason why you need to let these females hit the wall. Welcome them to the wall. All right. And this is why this is a no depolicing zone. Because the B-Dub has been lying on the Afro man for a while, lying about the Afro man, and carrying lies to the graves that destroyed families. No woman in the U.S. should be taken seriously. Their word should not be taken for anything because of all the lies. With that said, I'm out.